Greetings, it's Ian from RTO. Welcome to A Perfect Side, where we take an album and find the best side. Now, I've cheated a little bit on this one because I don't think it's never been released on album. I've never seen one, but I have seen it on cassette. So that's how we got how to work out the best side. So it's Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill. It was her third album. Her first two were very boppy stock Ain't and Waterman, which were not very good. And this came out in 1995, and it was her first album to be released worldwide because the other two were only released in Canada. So this opens up. There's lots of hits on this, of course. It opens up with All I Really Want. I love the guitar in this. It's just a great vocal from Alanis. Just one of my favourites on the album. Then we have the wonderful You Ought to Know. It's got an aggressive feel to it. The guitar work's got, it's a fine vocal. One of my favourite vocals on this album. Perfect. One of the songs that didn't really, it was one of the sort of deep cut tracks on it. It's just nice, gentle song, wonderful voice. That's what I like a lot about this album. Alanis either sings in an aggressive sort of or a gentle way. Then we have a song that's played to death now, Hand in My Pocket. As much as I like it, it just gets played a lot. I mean, it's one of them things, isn't it? Then my favourite album on here, track on here is called Right Through You. My favourite track. I love how it starts and then builds up. And then goes back into that gentle side of it. It's a fantastic track. Then we have the last track on side one, and it's called Forgiven. What a vocal. Really stretches her vocal range on this one. Some nice guitar work. So we'll turn the tape over and push the button and start with the first track on side two, and it's another of them great tracks. You Learn, one of my favourite tracks on the album. The guitar work on this is fab. Love it. Head Over Feet, one of the classics off this album, but it does get played to death a lot. Mary Jane, my second favourite track on this album. It's just a little bit different. It's a bit more gentle. It's a lovely vocal, and I do like the guitar work on this. Then we have Ironic, which of course is overplayed. And I think of all the tracks on this album, this is one that if I never hear it again, I won't get upset. Not the Doctor, a very simple track, simple guitar bit, simple vocal, terrific. Then we have Wake Up, which is probably the weakest track on the album. It just lacks something. But then if you wait a little while, you get this little hidden track called Your House, which is cappella. Very underrated. It reminds me of Janis Joplin and Mercedes-Benz. It's brilliant. Absolutely love this track. Okay, it is a good album. I mean, I remember when it came out in the day, and I brought it, and I did like playing it. I played it to death back in the 90s. There wasn't much going on, and this was it. Well, where would you go with this? There are so many singles on this. I really found this tough actually. When you go through it, what I really want, you ought to know, which is just absolutely brilliant. Hand in My Pocket, although it's played to death these days, it's really nice. It's got my favourite track on there, Forgiven. On the other side, you've got You Learn, another fantastic track. Head Over Feet, a classic. The wonderful Mary Jane. Ironic, yeah, it's played everywhere. And then you've got Not the Doctor, Simple, Wake Up, the weak one, and then you've got the little hidden track, Your House. But when it comes down to it, I listened to this because I hadn't listened to it for a very long time, and it still has the same impact as it did in 1995 on me. I just love side one. It flows a lot better. I think side one's got the stronger tracks, although you've got You Learn, Head Over Feet, Mary Jane and Ironic. It's sort of, the last two tracks sort of let it down. So today I'm going for side one of this album. Okay, that's all for today. If it warms up, because it's about -2 at the moment. It's not very warm at all. So what have we got for you tomorrow? Well, we've got a viewer's request, and we've got a band called Life Signs. They're a proggy neo-prog band, and that Nick Beggs of Catchage Goonju was once in. And also tomorrow we've got a retro ranking, and we've got a bit of rock and roll for you tomorrow. We're going to be looking at my favourite songs by the maestro on the piano, Mr. Little Richard. So have a good day. Hopefully the weather will change tomorrow, because we've had enough of this cold spell. So have a great day everyone, and bye for now.